We play and call it work.
Hey folks, Janene from MiniWarGaming here with another how-to video for you. In this video, we are going to continue painting this Kharn the Betrayer mini, and we are going to paint the bright blue tassels that are hanging on the front of his chest plate. As always, if you have suggestions for something you'd like to see in a future how-to video, please leave them down below in the comments. These are going to be a bright blue turquoise look, and we are going to start really dark and then highlight up. Our first color is going to be Inky by Darkness. We're going to mix it with a little bit of Lamian Medium, and we're going to do that with all of our paints except for the shade that we use later, just so that we have a really nice flow to our paint and it goes on really smooth, it doesn't clump anywhere, and we don't get any streaks or lose any detail by having our paint go on too thick. It's better to do multiple small layers and build up the color slowly until it's really opaque than to put too much paint on and lose control and have the model lose detail and have the paint go on really thick. And this is just going all over the tassels. I want to make sure that I get it into all of the sculpted threads and all the way up to the skull that's dangling from the top. Our next color is going to be Sotek Green. And I'm just going to use a small detail brush, and I am going to paint this on the top of each of these strands, really just highlighting the very top area where the light would be hitting and leaving that dark Inky by Darkness color in all of the shadows between each of the strands. This is going to play with the dimensionality of them and make it seem like there is depth to this tassel. But I do want the line to be fairly thick because I do want this paint to have a strong presence on this area of the model. The next color is going to be Temple Guard Blue. The Sotek Green is really making the base color of the tassel. It's really giving us that shade of turquoise blue. So I can use this Temple Guard Blue color to pick out the areas that I want it to seem like it's more lit, like the light is shining on it more. So I'm going to play around with the shape of these tassels and the curves, and I'm going to pick out just a few areas on them where I really want it to seem like the light is catching that particular strand. So I want to get this large swoop on one area and then another swoop on a different area, and I kind of want to try to paint this color so it has a tapered line and it's a little bit thicker in the very middle area, and then the two ends of the line have tapering points. And if it's difficult for me to get that tapered shape in my initial paint stroke, I want to start by painting a really thin line, as thin as I can, and then I want to take that middle area of the line and I'm going to continue painting in that area to make the line a little bit thicker in that space. Before I add some more highlight, I'm going to darken my shadows a little bit using the color Drakenhof Nightshade. I'm not using a lot of this color. I really just want to put a thin layer in the very deepest parts of the tassel, and more importantly, I want to paint around the edges where the tassel is transitioning to the areas on the armor and up into the skull that's holding the tassel. I just kind of want to deepen the shadow in those areas so that the tassel really stands out from everything that's around it. At this point, I want to take my Temple Guard Blue color. I'm going to mix it into some Ceramite White, about 50-50, and I'm just going to paint a small section in the very middle of all the areas that I picked out with pure Temple Guard Blue. Again, I'm painting just a little area at first, and then I'm going to look at it and see if I feel like the highlight should be stronger in that section and expand it from there. Continuing to highlight at this point is going to make the tassel and the material of the tassel not only seem like it's catching the light, but also like it's made from something that's a little bit shiny. And I want to do another final highlight of pure Ceramite White. And I'm just doing a very small area of this paint right in the middle of my 50-50 mixture, just bumping up the shine and really making it so that I'm taking my color all the way from a very dark color with that Drakenhof Nightshade and Inky by Darkness paint all the way up to a really light color, all the way up to white. All right, and with that last highlight, the tassels on this Kharn model are complete. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to see more how-to videos, I have another one where I'm going to paint the leather wrap on the haft of this chain axe in the MiniWarGaming Vault in the link down below in the description. If you don't already have a Vault membership, you can go ahead and click the link, sign up for a 7-day free trial, and get access to my video as well as hundreds of other videos in the MiniWarGaming Vault. So go ahead, click the link, start your free trial, and happy wargaming!